Hello there, Twitch peoples.
Hello.
There's going to be some weird feedback through the stream. Well, actually, no. Chris, you listen to the Twitch stream and tell me how your audio sounds versus mine.
I wasn't. Hold on, I gotta go to the Twitch stream.
And then I'll need to give some kind of speech or something.
Hold on, I have to watch an advertisement for the Rage 2.
God
the
damn,
Ragening.
turn on your ad blocker. It's not like I get any money from that.
I don't own an ad blocker because I support the people I
ad
watch.
Blockers. Yeah, I used to do that, and then I tried to read a fucking game wiki on Wikia for a couple days, and I was like,
well,
fuck
that's your mistake
this.
right there. Game FAQs doesn't have that. Wikia is a nightmare.
Yeah, but there aren't game FAQ walkthroughs for like games that were published after 2009, so...
Okay, now I'm here. Hold on, let me turn the audio on.
Alright.
You sound a little bit quieter than me?
Alright, let me bring this down here a little bit. And just for kicks, I'm going to dial up my gain slightly on the mixer.
Also, did Twitch fix their junk?
Did Twitch fix their junk in what fashion? There's a lot of junk that Twitch has fixed.
There's a bigger lag on the Twitch stream, but it's nowhere near as what it used to be.
Yeah, I feel like sometime last year they implemented some kind of like lesser latency mode that's not anywhere near as fast as YouTube or a Discord stream, but is closer to what Twitch used to be, as opposed to like the literally 20 seconds that they used to have. All right, I'm gonna tweet. I was almost said I was going to Twitch that we're about to go live. No, I'm going to tweet that we're live now, and then we can kind of get started with this.
Did you fix your audio?
Yeah, we should. I mean, do I sound better now, or what? Like, oh, you know what?
You still sound kind of quiet relative to me. I don't know if I'm just loud.
No, okay. I was looking at the wrong control. I actually dropped my audio down. How am I now?
Well, everyone's saying it's fine. Your keyboard is loud.
Yeah. It's because the mic is kind of close to the keyboard. But hopefully that won't be such a big problem because I'm not going to be typing to a bunch of people or anything. However, I should do an ad here. Oh, and Alex says she'll be here shortly as well, so. Okay, so this is Deep Sixth. This was suggested by... I don't know which patron suggested this, actually. But this was suggested by a patron and voted on in a poll by other patrons. I think it was up against Devil May Cry and Divinity Original Sin 2, I think. And I'm glad this one won because I don't have Devil May Cry 5, so this is I've played this game just a little bit before now, but we're gonna go ahead and start a new game here. This is certainly a bit of a trip. We'll play a normal game.
What's going on?
So in this game,
I had you muted. Sorry. You told me to listen to the audio, and I was listening to you, and I fixed it.
Good, very smart, Chris. So this is some kind of space cyberpunk dystopian future.
I had a job before all this, and
as many of these games tend to be.
I thought I was. I was an AI operations monitor, basically a babysitter. My job was to make
I may
sure
need
all
to dial up the
robots
game
and
audio a little
programs
bit.
Humanity depends on don't screw up and hurt anybody. The job wasn't particularly taxing. Protocol 1, keep an eye on the AIs. Protocol 2, make sure they're not doing anything weird. Protocol 3, shut them down if they start doing something weird. What I didn't figure out was Protocol 4. Don't get complacent, no matter how easy the job
the absurd thing about this is that they would hire a human being to do this instead of just making it another AI's job to detect whether another AI is doing anything weird.
Mars colony was temporarily deprived of some good kosher cheeses. After the guilty verdict, a company called Astra Interstellar Solutions wasted no time buying my corrections contract.
So basically,
Now,
we
all I want
have
is to finish my time
prisoner slavery, just like we have in the real world, but worse.
Hello, involuntary employee.
And
number
yeah,
658.
now you're on a we're on
Welcome
a
to
spaceship,
your
and we gotta
home
do
away
stuff.
from home. I am the artificial intelligence unit assigned to your surveying vessel that is currently docked in the hangar. I am known as the Universal Remote Sentient Avatar, or URSA.
That's a painfully shoehorned acronym.
Looking around, you'll notice that no expense has been spared for your comfort and security during your indefinite stay with Astra. Enjoy the sights and sounds of deep space from your furnished cell.
Yay.
If there are ever more sounds than there are sights,
There'll be a lot of
comments
games
want to know if there's a way to
speaking to us.
turn on subtitles.
I don't
Yeah.
think there's a whole lot of actual dialogue in this game after this point, but
and you should relay an emergency signal immediately. If the emergency signal system is down, you should relay an emergency signal immediately. You no doubt can't wait to get started making a name for yourself.
I really
within
should
the
turn one of these
Astra
down.
Interstellar Solutions family. Before you begin, you may want to check your messages.
okay, let's see. Settings. Subtitles, here we go. Okay. And I note that borderless window is not turned on, even though I turned it on earlier, so that's neat. Although it is operating in a borderless window, so who knows. Neat. So...
So what is this game, Josh? I'm going into this blind.
this is a spaceship running simulator. We've got a spaceship. What did it tell us to do here? We got a spaceship. We go and do things in the spaceship, and the spaceship tends to break down, so we have to follow like repair procedures in handbooks and stuff like that. Like that's what this game is.
Is it like proc gen, or is it like a story where over time it gets broken in specific ways because of the narrative?
I don't know what proc gen is, but I don't think it's like
Procedurally generated.
It is procedurally generated, yeah. I bought this game on an impulse purchase, and I was like, it was like a Friday, and I'd had a couple drinks, and I was like, oh, this game looks neat, and I was in a very chill mood, and this is not a chill game. It's immediately like, go fix your fucking ship. And I was just like, I don't really want to spend a bunch of time reading repair manuals.
Oh, so it's chill, but it's like chill in the sense that you gotta like actually apply.
No, it's not chill. It's like it requires you to be paying attention and sober enough to understand rather specific. Like look at all the controls I have here.
Drive in my life, and now I never want to again.
Astra Interstellar Solutions prides itself on the construction of all of its vessels. However, in the extremely unlikely event of a catastrophic systems failure, I am obligated to remind you that any problem can be solved by troubleshooting it in your field manual.
That's literally the least comforting set of words I have ever heard strung together before. Okay, let's start scanning for that missing boy. Let's power up our deep space scanner and get this over with.
I'm sorry, did you
notice
pronounce
the
that
power allocation
boy?
panel to the left, we are currently allocating 3 units of power to the scanner. Increase this to 5 to speed up the rate of scanning.
Cool. Oh,
Some people do pronounce it boy.
Attention, pilot.
I
The
don't.
ship's scanner is experiencing a malfunction.
Seriously?
Maintaining optimism is essential for mission success. Let's go to the deep space scanner room and see what the problem is.
cool.
Excellent. From your
Alternately,
map,
let's
you
all go
can
to the
see that
lobby.
The ship has 8 rooms. There are 5 viewing rooms located in the outer ring. From here, you can observe activity out the windows and conduct your mission duties. In the central shaft, There are 3 rooms of note.
I do think this
The
is a
room that
cool design for a
contains the deep
spaceship,
space
and
scanner.
that
The
it's
room that contains
it's a
the
big
ship's
fucking
hyperdrive.
ring with a bunch of
And the
windows
room
looking
that
out with
contains the
guns,
power
and it's like
reactor that
not at
keeps
all
the
like
ship
a sailing
operational.
ship. So let's go to the scanner
This room
room.
houses the deep space scanner. From here, you can assess what awaits you in nearby sectors and make any necessary repairs to the ship's battery.
You know what
If
this
you
feels
look to
like?
the
This
right
feels
of
like
the
Objects in
monitor,
Space
you
meets
will
like
see the server
a
where my
90s adventure
consciousness
game.
is stored.
Someone
Hold on,
mentioned that
are
as
you
well. I've
actually
never played
conscious?
Objects in Space,
I
so
just assumed you were an interactive script.
Of course not. I am not an interactive script.
Squirrel trumpet stuffing vowel interactive script.
Of course not. I am not a squirrel, trumpet, stuffing, vowel, interactive script.
and of course the you know, the AI that's working with us is literally just a fucking phone switchboard robot. Let's open the manual. and I got to about here and I was like, oh crap, this is way more involved than I was hoping for. Scanner room. Wow, great, awesome. What's cabin fire mean? Error code 106. What do the error codes mean? Okay. Terminal motherboard failure. Open the scanning hardware. Carefully remove the malfunctioning universal controller board and replace with an identical part.
This is literally the opening to Objects in Space.
Cool. Let's go check lockers in
Attention,
other
pilot.
rooms.
This is where the hyperdrive and ship's life support systems are located. Your survival
that?
has been deemed a
That's the
medium-level
AI.
priority, and therefore the continued operation of these systems are considered to be desirable.
Okay, let's go to the reactor room. No, pretty sure fuel rods aren't going to do it. How do we... Is there a way to get from here by clicking on stuff, or do I just have to open the map? Probably just have to open the map.
Okay, so you have a limited inventory?
I'm not sure. Yay, we repaired a scanner. Oh yeah,
So do we
there's
get,
also
like,
a time
actual
component.
Quests?
Yeah, we have missions. Do I need to like select a specific sector, or do we just let it continue to scan outwards?
Well, you can't scan.
Well,
It
it's
says, the bio.
the bioanalysis. But we're not looking for a bioanalysis. We're looking for a buoy, which will presumably not have any people on it. But you see, it's like
Where's our
scanning
buoy?
radius.
Our boy's missing.
Detected some life forms.
Sorry, I still quote that video to this day.
Aha.
So far I'm really
Yes.
well, like, how do I put this? I like these kinds of games. I like games that give you a giant complicated machine to operate.
Yeah.
But so far it's been largely looking at the screens and not so much the...
Bring the audio
Like, I don't feel like
just a
we're
little bit.
doing all the different stuff you would need to do for a spaceship.
I mean, yeah, I guess we are doing a lot of.
I mean, this is also the first 10 minutes,
Yeah.
so let's see where this goes.
What am I doing here? What do I need to?
You're looking for the buoy. Open the mission panel so we can know what we're doing. Destroy
Where
the defective comms buoy, which means finding it. Which
Yeah. Do we? Is it just we have to like go around these rooms? Ah, there it is. Okay. Okay, so let's bring the targeting. I think we can bring these down.
we don't need the hyperdrive at all.
Primary
Those sound like
objective
some pretty famous last words right there, Chris.
We're not alone here. I sense external biological threats. You should prepare to defend the ship or get us out of here.
Where's the radar? Here we go. Okay, so something appearing on 5. Well, let's bring the lasers back up. A tarbat. Uh-oh. What does power surge mean?
Too much power.
Where's the radar? There it is. Okay, let's
You gotta
move
switch.
to
He's on the
room
other one now.
4. Eventually, you'll have to refuel the reactor. Oh.
So is there like an economy aspect to this too, where we gotta buy fuel, or is it just per mission?
I don't know. There were a limited number of fuel rods down there when I checked. But I don't think we actually need to use it right now. Let's go to the hyperdrive room. Now we can wait for the
We have to-
hyperdrive forever.
Yeah, the waiting.
Eudiptes says there is an economy between missions. You need to buy extra fuel and parts. Okay.
I do like that the spaceship comes with a tesseract.
Yeah, just one though.
Our stock price went up by 77 cents. Woo!
Yay.
So, Ursa, are we going to talk about the giant space monsters?
Yeah, I was curious about those too.
Remind you at this time that all involuntary employees are bound by an indefinite non-disclosure agreement for the duration of their sentence.
What happens after their sentence is up?
Unknown. That has never occurred.
So, space monsters.
Your onboard manual has now been updated to include a bestiary that includes any spaceborne fauna that you have discovered. and those already cataloged by other Astra cartographers. Astra encourages you to experiment with your approaches to these creatures and report your findings. Some creatures are resistant to certain laser configurations, while others are vulnerable.
Laser
Great.
configurations.
So how many more times do we have to do this?
Astra Interstellar
You know, like ice
Solutions
beams and
discourages
fire
artificial
beams.
intelligence units from disclosing the remaining time in a pilot's
I want an
sentence.
ice beam.
Perhaps you would like me to play you a cheerful song?
Whoever programmed your script is the worst.
Of course not. I am not an interactive script.
So I'm getting like nightmare thunder here, so if I disappear, it's because the power died.
Oh, neat.
You wouldn't know about that. You live in the desert.
Actually, we had a really big thunderstorm just last week.
How often do those happen? Like once a
Very rarely.
week, year, month?
We get rain every so often, but thunderstorms are pretty rare. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's see. Bestiary. So we got Stellaris-esque space whales, basically. We didn't get hit by this, so I don't know how we know about how it has corrosive spit.
Do they give you powers?
I don't think so. Alright, let's...
They're not very good space whales.
Can I please leave? How do I... Okay, we'll sleep. That's nice. But... Oh. That's not what we wanted.
You have quit the game. Does sleeping quit? Oh, does it just dump you back? Now I'm real confused.
No, I accidentally exited the menu. Cool. I don't think we need any repairs. Can also upgrade the ship. Because this is just that kind of cyberpunk dystopia where you're given a company ship and then told to spend money to upgrade it.
So I'm confused.
Yeah.
It's effectively slave labor, but you're getting paid. But the money can only be funneled back into the company.
So you're saying it's company store stuff going on? Yeah.
No, but not even, is it? Because like you're buying equipment for the thing you work on.
Do I have to use these upgrades?
Because you're not even buying it for yourself from the company store. You're buying stuff for the thing you work on.
Yeah. Do I have any shields? Well, I knew now. We'll upgrade the...
Hooray, we're protected.
Nope, I still
Oh,
can't
now
leave.
we're out of money.
I'm locked in this room.
Check your missions.
Oh, okay, that wasn't... Oh, I see. I thought these were... Just looking at it without having them selected, I thought these were like the objectives of the mission that I currently have. Okay. This one has higher reward points available, so let's do this. I don't see any reason why we need to go and... Oh,
We gotta use the scanner, right?
Well, let's go somewhere distant where we can scan further sectors. Okay. Yeah, do we have a record audio of any creature? Okay, cool.
I don't see any creatures.
That's gonna take some time. Let's go down to the reactor room and put a fuel rod in the box. Then close the door.
Do we need to? Are we close to...
Well, we
Are we out
were.
of power?
I think we were down by some power from before.
Attention, pilot. We have lost power to part of the ship.
Oh, good.
Okay, so it'll just randomly break down. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to go to the viewing room and check it. What is this? Is that viewing room 5?
No, it's 1. It's viewing room 1. It's the first one.
Okay.
You can see the little numbers down at the bottom of the laser blasts.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
You see what I'm talking about? Okay.
Okay. So, viewing rooms. No. Power outage. The relay panel lights are not blinking or blinking. What is the relay panel?
They are blinking. I see them.
Where? Ah, power.
On the right?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so the relay panel lights are blinking. Got to open it up. There are visibly damaged cables inside. Go to the reactor room. Ensure the circuit breaker for that room is off. We're also going to need a wire repair kit.
Well, maybe we just don't have the tools to fix it.
Where's the switchboard? Circuit breaker, here we go. Is this off? Yeah, okay, that must be off. Okay, so...
It looks off.
From the power diagnostic terminal there, the color of the burned cable... Oh, identify the color of the burned cable in the affected room. Okay, what panel is that? Here we go. So red. Okay, so we need to get a red cable.
Need is a strong word. I mean, we don't need that laser.
But if we want to repair
We got
it,
5.
No, that's not it. Toolbox.
Just let the thing fall into disrepair. They're not paying us.
Debris incoming.
What? Wait, what are you talking about? Debris? Oh, shit. Well, okay, we have a bigger problem now. Hull breach.
Yeah, see, that's a bigger problem.
Fine industrial strength masking tape. Okay. Well, that isn't... Oh, good, a cable repair kit. Well, we need that for the other thing. Here we go. Okay, back to 3.
I do like that they just have, like, stuff laying around. Like, you're not the first person to try to do this. Oh, you gotta keep taping.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm glad that happened. Okay, let's go back to this place. How do I...
I think it's the thing on the thing there. On the
Oh,
left
I
of
see.
the
Okay.
pop-up.
Then we want... Do we... Oh, there we go.
The yaw thrusters just fired. We're spinning.
What?
It appears the counter thrusters did not automatically engage. You will need to manually activate them to stop our rotation.
We have directional control thrusters? What? How do I even do that? What even is that?
This game does seem to throw you into the deep end. And I would argue also, I think, like, maybe this is where the design of the ship now gets a little confusing.
Yeah.
Whereas if this were, like, a Star Trek ship, you go to the bridge to fix the driving. Here it's like, I don't know, go to the engine room?
Let's turn this on here. What do we have for... No? What even is this? I have no idea what we're even supposed to be doing at this point.
Well, okay. Go to the menu screen or the mission screen first, and see if there's any mention of what we need to be doing to fix the rotation.
No.
Okay. So, do we even need to fix the rotation? Do we care that we're spinning?
It probably should do that.
Well, it's not in this room, so go up to the hyperdrive room, which seems to at least be...
Yeah, maybe.
Like, this is the scanner room, so this is all about scanning. This is all about movement. I would assume.
Do not need to know about that. No. I have no idea how to... I mean, this ship doesn't have thrusters. Like, we just use the hyperdrive to go places. How do we even have reaction control?
Well, then let's just we're spinning. It's fine.
Well, we gotta kill, like, some creatures at this point, right? Like...
Spinning will help us find the creatures. Okay, go open the radar. Open the radar. Let's see if we can warp to somewhere where creatures exist.
Okay. What even is the left panel here?
What?
Okay.
So what are the...
Let's power up the hyperdrive. Go to the hyperdrive room. We want to go here.
And we're just gonna kill things because that's what we do.
Uh-oh.
Stop messing with the Tesseract. You've misaligned them.
I had no idea what I was doing when I hit those buttons. This isn't actually this podcast, is it? Just a regular hangout? Yeah, we're just playing video games and hanging out. What just happened?
The world's on fire.
Great.
Something was detected. You might want to check your radar.
Oh right, yeah, because
I bet it's flying monsters.
Okay, let's go to 4.
It just spit stuff at us.
I would like to point out there's no sound in a vacuum. Okay, cool.
It's just going to slowly go off the screen.
I hope that spit doesn't do anything bad. Let's power up the laser. And also targeting. Nope. Yep, okay. Target with lasers. Now die.
We can hear it.
Oh, damn it.
He's going back over where it was cooler. I can't see him.
He's right here. Damn it.
This is amazing.
Creature approaching. Well... Can I get a green?
Fire!
It's yellow. Yellow is not fire. Yellow never hits.
Attention, pilot. The ship appears to be losing battery
Shut
power.
up!
That's because Josh is firing too many lasers.
Well, it'd be swell if I could see this thing. Wait. If I turn on IR...
Is there a windshield wiper of some sort?
Where is it?
Check the,
It would seem to
check
be
the
over.
radar. Is he even still there?
Apparently not.
This is a new one.
Damn it. It's smiling at us. Oh, fuck. Don't we have shields?
Do we have to turn them on?
I have no idea. God damn it.
Oh my god, this is amazing. Trying to watch you fight a monster through a slime vision window is just... We're gonna run out of power. If we haven't
We've
just run out
got
of power.
fuel rods. No. Damn it.
Well, if nothing else, we're gonna have to take it in to get cleaned.
Is it dead? It's dead. Okay. We got it. We did it.
Okay,
I
now
guess we killed the other one
the...
somehow at some point.
Okay.
All right, let's power
Let's go
this
home.
down. Let's go to the reactor room and add more fuel. No, I don't want to put it in my inventory. Okay, hyperdrive room. Cool. Now I just have to wait for the hyperdrive to power up.
You say that, but then things can break while you're waiting.
Apparently there is a windshield wiper switch.
Let's go find it while we wait. It gives us something to do.
Oh! There is a button for shield. Did they not? Shield failure. Great. Well, maybe this was how you decelerate. Thermostat. Oh, that's how we control ship rotation.
I will say I'm amazed how many doodads they built to do all this.
I don't see a windshield wiper button. Oh, that must have been for shields. Alright, well, let's go back to the fucking hyperdrive.
Why is it beeping?
I don't know, because that's what it does.
Alright, we got 5 points.
No, that's actually
How much
6.
is a repair going to cost us?
I have no idea. Oh, we have a message.
I like that this entire spaceship is just a ring with lasers all around it.
Yeah.
But they also act like spacefaring animals are kind of a secret. So like, why would you put giant lasers? Like, are you going into battle?
Okay. Let's get some more
like
fuel.
you want to buy the
rods.
replacement glass.
Let's get some more just parts. Just more of everything will probably be good.
You didn't want to buy upgrades?
Nah.
Oh,
We upgraded
no.
all last time. Now, when do they arrive? Each crate costs 1 accumulated reward. Orders will arrive with a freighter after your next return. Okay, so, yeah. So we need to do that kind of in advance, or we could end up screwed for one particular mission. Well, that's a new thing. Although I'm kind of reluctant to jump into, hey, yet more stuff to figure out.
What is this? What do we have to do?
We have to survey for minerals. We gotta find a yellow davorite deposit. And optionally
But
kill
does
2
that
creatures.
Do we
and optionally manufacture a compound.
Do we need a component to be able to detect that mineral, or is it just a matter of scanning?
Don't think we do. Well, let's see. Okay. Oh, people are asking if it's a spodcast because I never changed the fucking stream details. Whoops. I forgot to do that. Let me fix that now.
Now I'm just waiting for a random bit of debris to start flying straight at the camera while you're fixing this.
Okay. Hopefully that actually updated it rather than not doing that.
It did. I see it. I see it. We're good.
All right. How do we locate Davorite? This requires your ship to be equipped with a probe upgrade. Oh.
Well, mission failed. Time to go back to base with our head hanging low, because we done goofed.
Do we...
I do not believe we do.
Yeah.
I am shocked that they don't warn you before you can take this mission that you need the upgrade.
No, that seems exactly in keeping with the way this game is handling this kind of stuff. Well, we can at least murder some creatures, right?
Can we even go back home until the mission's accomplished?
Yeah, we can go back home anytime we want. There are creatures around us, supposedly. Ooh, we are actually running low on power. Let's throw some fuel rods into the reactor. Is one fuel rod one battery?
Attention, pilot.
Uh-oh.
Irregular motion detected in the sector.
It's on 2. Nope, that's 3.
Geez, the reticle is slow.
Adding power to the targeting subroutines will speed up weapons targeting.
Come on.
Our ship cannot take a lot of damage. When an impact is imminent,
That did not...
let
The shields did
quickly
not
to
work.
absorb the blow.
Wait, what's down in 3? No, that's no good.
They're basically just Avengers.
Are you
whales.
kidding me? No, okay, we'll do this later because there are other ones that are more hostile.
I feel like if you got like really into this though, like I do love it when I'm working with a system that I really know how to make it work well.
Oh, it's gone. Yeah, like I imagine like the payoff here is like, well, it... Fuck you! Alright, now it's dead. Cool, we killed 2 creatures. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's go around to 5. Uh-oh. God damn it, the shields are never working.
Attention, pilot. With every
Maybe we
fire,
should get out of here.
the
Maybe we
laser
should
will
leave.
become more
Yeah,
invisible.
let's do that.
Not only does this reduce your effectiveness,
Oh my
it may
goodness.
also damage the laser.
Fuck.
What can I do?
You can realign the laser at any time. I would suggest looking up the steps for
Hey.
realignment in the
Hey, Alex.
section
Hi, we're
of the
losing.
manual under
There's an
I
evil
don't know
space
what the
whale that's
hell's
trying to
going
eat
on.
us.
how misaligned the laser is. Find an appropriate configuration to compensate.
Happy
and
Star Wars
attempt
Day,
to
everybody.
recreate that combination in the laser configuration.
Happy Star
panel.
Wars.
Fresh off a watch through of episode 1, you know, as you do.
Ah, yes.
With commentary.
The best one.
It is the best, actually.
Uh-oh.
It was for an actual... I am actually working on an episode 1 thing. But it just happened to be on Star Wars Day, which was kind of nice. And boy howdy, if I highly recommend the episode 1 commentary track. Mostly because
Can we go
it
now?
has some of the most insane shit I've ever heard from George Lucas, and like I've heard a lot of insane shit from George Lucas, but just like stuff that you've just never heard, like across the commonalities of the episode 1 crit. It's absolutely insane. So he'll say things like episode 1 is basically designed like a silent film. He
What?
says that in like the first like 5 minutes of the commentary.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And then he goes on to say like, yeah, really the movie's just like about Amidala and like her rule, and it's all done from the perspective of the Jedi, except when it's not. Then there's like other perspectives, but it's mostly that. And I'm like, oh my god, he has like just craziness.
I like that it still lets us
What
reselect
the-
that mission again that we can't complete.
They're the same ones.
No, because Cole Tarbat should result in killing Tarbat.
Right, but
There
look
you
at
go,
this. I click on mineral surveying and it doesn't, like, it's the same one. Like, it's not changing the description anymore.
I don't know. I think most people are able to successfully complete the missions they accept, or they die. Most people don't come back because they don't have the technology to do the thing they said they would do.
Wouldn't it be cool if we had a probe? Well, put some more fuel in the reactor. Man, this ship ain't looking so good.
I mean, it's not on fire yet. That's when we're gonna get the comedy.
Yeah. Guess we should power up the scanners.
Okay. The power flickers are my favorite part. All I'm saying is, like, I almost feel like prison would be cheaper than sending each individual
Uh-oh.
inmate out to,
Increasing cabin temperature can be very serious. You should check the troubleshooting section of the manual immediately.
No. No. Where's the temperature gauge?
There isn't one in this room. It's only in the other rooms.
Attention pilot. Irregular motion detected in
Great.
the sector.
Okay, it's in the reactor room. But none of these things seem to actually involve that. I don't know. Okay, whatever. It says it's in the reactor room, but I don't see it.
In the bottom? Are you in the bottom of the ship?
Yeah. What is happening?
Is it not that terminal in the lower left?
No. 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 Damn it. Onboard temperature console. I don't...
Maybe that's an upgrade too. Also, I'm looking at the required tools for this operation, and
Yeah, I know. Fuck. I don't have time to be dealing with fucking creatures.
like, I feel like if you were really good at this game, this would be great. It's overcoming that hurdle of not knowing what we're
Yeah.
doing and having to learn on every mission what every bit of this equipment does, and there's a lot of it.
Oh, we blew up.
I like that she blew out backwards.
Well, that was certainly a video game. I don't know.
You got
I think it's cool.
deep-sixed.
Like, it's cool. It's not great for streaming as you learn because it requires so much learning. Every mission
Yeah.
is laden with traps. And I feel like if you spent 20 hours with this game to the point where you knew more or less how to do everything, it's actually really fun and rewarding because it's like, oh, I know how to do exactly that. The thing's on fire, end up getting attacked, I can fix it right away. That's a really cool feeling. But you're 20 hours between now and being able to do that.
Yeah. Hooray, you escaped your sentence. Yeah, that's true. We did manage to get out. Do we want to give this another shot, or do we want to, like, move on to a different video game?
It's up to you.
I'm open for suggestions.
I didn't
find it
even know what
interesting
the
to compare
plan
it.
was.
Well, this was the one that was voted on by patrons, so we've done about an hour of this now.
Eventually we figured out how to half play it.
Yeah, right up until we discovered that we can't do the mission that was the only mission that would come up.
Patrons need to do a little bit of a better job of picking and suggesting games that are good for initial impressions.
Well, the other two were Devil May Cry 5 and Divinity Original Sin 2.
Oh, why didn't you pick that?
Well, I didn't.
God,
they voted
fucking
for
damn
it.
it, patrons. Ugh.
Alex is now upset with all the people who voted for this instead of Devil May Cry.
You guys, and you know what often is the case? Oh my god, like, I'm just angry. I'm already angry at you guys a lot of reasons, because oftentimes the one I really want to play is always the second place game. I find every time you say like, oh, this almost won, or
Yeah.
like, it was a close tie between these two, except when it was Armello.
Which did that lose like 6 polls in a row? And then we finally, the one that was picked was something we couldn't do. Was that the one where they wanted us to do an erotic game, or was that the one where they wanted us to do that submarine game that we couldn't get?
That one, Armello was the submarine that didn't work.
Yeah,
the sex game one ended up being like something else.
Six, eight.
I'm just gonna say, for like a group of people who know a lot about video games, like, and how this whole like let's do first impressions of video games commentary stuff, you guys are really bad at picking games that go with the format. They've been around for 10 fucking years, guys. 10 years, almost 11 in the summer, right?
No, 10 years will be.
No, we just did our
January.
10-year. Never
No,
mind.
we did our 9th. Was that wacky, originally VR only escape room game?
Oh, that was 9. I thought that was.
That was
10.
9. 8 was golf, which everybody had fun with.
Yes.
The
I'm
best
so
part of the
upset,
golf
though. Like,
one
you
was
shouldn't have told me that.
the part
you should have
where
just lied about Devil May Cry.
Yeah,
It was
they
just
wanted
the other
Devil
one.
May Cry 1.
Wait, really? I thought it was the new
No,
one.
it was 5. I'm lying.
Devil
Keep
May
up,
Cry
Chris.
1 is actually my favorite. So, whatever.
Well,
I wanna
don't know,
be
maybe
a
I
God
haven't
of
played
War
5
2.
yet, though. What is wrong with you people? Like, where are these coming from?
I've never played
Why?
Devil May Cry game.
5.
Oh my
I
god,
had the-
Josh. Devil
I've
May
gotten
Cry
as far
2
as
is
the
the
bridge.
absolute worst.
I didn't really have a
Yeah, it is.
PS2 or 3, so there's a lot of games like Devil May Cry, God of War that I just like never got into.
Never got it. That's fair. I can understand that.
But what about
Because you
the
just
good ones?
literally don't have any access. So it's like, oh, I guess
Yeah.
I'm just like clueless to
I mean,
these
like
franchises.
they started releasing some of those games with ports over the past few years, but you know, it's also that thing of like, well, I don't really want to go back and play Devil May Cry
Yeah.
2 or whatever, you know.
I didn't like it when I first played it, and that was like as a small, a very impressionable child. That's how you know it was bad. And they were even like, here's a female character to go along with it. I'm like, fuck yeah. And then I'm like, no, this is bad. Because it's just the same game twice. It's half a game twice.
I do
The
have
problem with 3 is it's way too hard for like someone that's never. I think 3 is too
I own all
difficult.
the Devil May Cries on the PC. I don't even remember buying the HD pack of the first 3, but apparently.
If we wanted to do another game that was on that poll, I do have Divinity Original Sin 2 installed. The problem with that game
No!
is it
God
takes
damn
so
it!
long to
Too
ramp
slow.
up. It's like 5 hours.
Yes. Yes. I've done it again and again, and I just can't do it anymore.
I've been wanting to play Imperator
You know what-
on
know what,
stream
though?
for a little while.
Wait for that Divinity
Oh yeah, the tactics game.
turn-based strategy game to come out. Yeah, the tactics game. That looks awesome. That was at PAX. And so
Oh,
that was
did you get a chance to,
one
like,
of the
play it?
things that they were just I watched people play it. I did like there's just so many lines and
Yeah.
stuff. Like it was but it did look great. And it's just it so naturally fits with the genre.
Anyway, yeah, Deep Six is a neat idea, at least. The other, like, the big problem we ran into there was, like, I needed money. I'd spent all my money on, like, replacement parts and stuff. I needed money to be able to buy the probe upgrade. but I couldn't get money because I had to do missions that required the probe upgrades, so we were kind of screwed there either way.
Yeah, if I had one real criticism, it would be that. It is designed to be a roguelike where you're gonna fail no matter what, and so, like, it's basically you're gonna step through the whole game again and again, but it's not paced like a roguelike. There's a lot of waiting around, a lot of sitting for your engine to charge, a lot of waiting and a lot of going through menus. So if you do die, the incentive to, all right, let's do it again and see if we can get further, it's not there. Like FTL, you get over with in 20 minutes at most. Well, not 20 minutes, but it's not long to restart a game of FTL. Restarting this feels like we'd be like just doing another hour of that before we got back to where we were.
Yeah. And I get, like, the idea is it's supposed to be janky and difficult to control, but, like, also, like, again, this is a game that I bought when I when I was like 2 beers in, or the equivalent, and I started playing it and I was like, wow, actually no, I want to be sober if I'm playing this game, if I'm going to play it at all. And then the other thing that actually
if this does look interesting.
Go ahead. I was hoping when I was looking at the game on the store that this was like a story-based game, like that initial hook of you're a prisoner working in basically slave labor for this company would go somewhere, but it kind of doesn't seem like that's the case because it's procedurally generated and you're just running around doing missions. So that was another thing that, like, after I, played, like, initially got an idea of what this game was, I was like, this actually isn't really for me.
The other thing I would say is if this looked interesting and you haven't played it, I would say maybe check out Objects in Space. It's very similar. It's a little bit similar. It's a little bit different. It's a little less about, it's more screen based than it is little mini games and turning on knobs and stuff like this is. This game has a ton of little interfaces for every component on the ship. And the other game in Objects in Space is really more about you're being simultaneously the captain and the engineer and the science officer, and you have to sort of run to each terminal to do the thing rather than constantly fixing things. It's less about procedural things going wrong than it's juggling, literally running an entire ship by driving it while also firing lasers, while also doing research and that sort of thing.
I do think the 90s, like, educational adventure game look that's really actually quite distinctive is pretty cool. I kind of dig that.
Yeah.
It reminds me of playing, like, the Magic School Bus games when I was a kid.
Yes, it does. I remember that, especially the space one.
Yeah, and now Pluto isn't a planet anymore. Also, for some reason, I remember, like,
oh, Jesus Christ,
Uranus's moon was, like, the horizon was sideways, and I was like, that doesn't seem like what's actually gonna happen, because, like, I guess it rotates along a different angle than you would expect it to. Anyway, now we're talking about completely different video games. So I've got something I want to put up for, I guess, a vote from people watching. We could play Imperator, and I could pontificate about history for a bunch of hours while I figure out how to play Imperator, because I've never played it, because I was sick when it came out. Or Glitch and I have been playing a bunch of Risk of Rain 2, and he's been wanting to stream that game, and I'm sure if I told him, hey, we could play that game right now on a stream, he'd come running.
I lost Risk of Rain 2. It's hard.
It is, yes. We just recently did, like a couple days ago, did the achievement to survive 20 rounds. Which
what about Apex? Why don't we play
insane. That? It's been a while since I played Apex, actually. Couldn't you play Risk of Rain while pontificating?
Since the new characters come out?
He's played once, I think.
I played once what?
Since the new characters come out.
Oh, I played a couple times, but then Risk of Rain came out, and that kind of started eating my multiplayer time.
So, I'm reading this list of Star Wars beers.
I'm sorry, Star Wars beers?
What?
They announced what beer they're going to have at the Black Spire Outpost in Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, right. Because they're naming all the stuff Star Wars names. When is that open?
It opens
May?
at the end of this month in California, and it opens in, I want to say, August in Florida.
Oh, they're doing one in Disney World as well?
Correct.
Yeah.
Why
it's
do you
basically the
sound
same
so
land in both
surprised?
places.
I mean,
Josh?
yeah,
Disney
that
World
is
gets
obvious,
love
but
too,
like,
you know?
I actually was physically there last year and, you know, could see where they were building it in California, so, like, I knew that was happening, and I wasn't really thinking about Disney World.
It's in the Hollywood Studios area.
I guess my problem with these beers is they don't sound like Star Wars beers. They sound like Star Wars branded beers, which is
Read them off.
against the... So, there's a wheat beer, an IPA, and a lager. And the wheat beer is called White Wampa. The
No, that's
IPA
stupid.
is...
Yeah, that's bad.
The IPA is called Bad Motivator.
That's
It's like
really
it's a
bad.
broken piece of Star Wars equipment. Yeah, Bad Motivator IPA.
This
And then
this
the one that
droid has a
bothers me the
faulty
most is I
motivator
feel-
look. Remember that line?
Oh my god, that's so silly.
What was the other one?
And then the final one is a Gold Squadron Lager.
That's horrible.
Those are all
Redo.
bad. I will be very disappointed if I
Is
cannot...
it a golden lager at least?
I would assume.
Like,
Unkar Pale
I
Ale?
want to go to a bar there and order a White Russian with some kind of blue food coloring in it
With
that's
white
called the
wampa?
blue milk. I feel like that should
Okay,
exist,
so there are two additional beers.
or I will be like that. The
Yes.
whole park just may as well not exist at all.
Okay,
Yes.
there are two beers that are named well. Gamorrean Ale, because you want to drink pig beer, I guess.
Right.
And Trandoshan Ale. I don't know what a Trandoshan is.
There. You remember the guy in Empire Strikes Back who was one of the bounty hunters in the background that was just a dude with a lizard head?
Oh, yes, I
That's-
just googled it. Yeah.
That
They don't
looked
look
like
people
the
who would drink a lot
Gorn
of
from
ale.
Star
they
Trek.
Look more like
Yeah.
they look very serious.
He's literally like a dinosaur from another movie that they just use the costume for. 7 things you might not know about Trandoshans at StarWars.com. This is the
no.
kind of stuff I live for.
I know all of
I
them.
really do.
I'm sure. I got way too into Star Wars Galaxies at one point, and that was one of the playable races.
The Bosk.
Yes, Bosk.
Bosk is the name of the character.
Yes.
The bounty hunter. Yes. That is the one fact. That is fact number 1. Bosk is in Empire Strikes Back.
Yay!
Bosk's costume was recycled. See, I didn't even need to read
I
it to know
love
that.
that's actually real.
That's insane. It's from an episode of Doctor Who from season 4.
Okay, that makes sense. I am actually a little disappointed that it's not actually just a Gorn mask, but...
According to director Irvin Kershner, Admiral Piet's disgusted reaction to Bosk's sharp toes hanging above him on the Executor was actor Ken Coley's natural reaction and was not in the script. The disgust was based on the immorality of the character, not so much his look. What? Fact 3, they weren't really in the cantina, which is apparently a fact. They have bad relations with the Wookiees.
Yeah.
They have a moon just for hunting. They are not all tall and thin, which is important.
I think the expanded
And
universe...
one trend...
Oh, sorry, keep going.
The last fact is that one Trandoshan was inspired by a cult classic. Among the gang of Trandoshans introduced in the Clone Wars, one of the most unique goes by the name Soshek.
Okay.
This was actually based on the character from Big Lebowski. John Goodman's character's name is Walter Sobchak.
Is it voiced by John Goodman?
How
Yeah.
did something in Star Wars get based on something in Big Lebowski?
No, it was inspired by Big Lebowski.
Right.
In
but
the
Big
Clone
Lebowski
Wars.
came out 30 years later. Oh, Clone War. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
in the animated series.
because Isn't that such a cool fact that we had to like?
Wow,
really
that's so great.
Try and figure out why that was.
That's
cool.
amazing. How many steps away
There's
are we
so
from
much
reading
more
the
to
bigger
learn.
Luke article? I don't know. This is a refrain I'm
Star
sure everyone
Wars
has heard, but
midichlorian,
there are
mitochondrian.
there are legitimate clones of Luke called Luke with 2 U's and then Luke with 3 U's. And this is from the same novel wherein we get Admiral Thrawn.
Okay, Josh, you've read extended universe stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Is there a special word they use for beverages? Because I'm seeing one now, and I have to assume it's from the EU. Otherwise, it's the worst.
I mean, that doesn't sound particularly familiar to me. What do they say?
To what they're calling their both alcoholic and non-alcoholic cocktails are potations.
No, actually, I've never heard that before.
No,
That's bad, but I've never heard it before.
because they literally say like milk with the blue milk
Yeah.
is bantha milk. It's the same one that Luke drinks on the island. He just gobbles it all down, and doesn't he say milk?
Blue milk is definitely referred to at some point in dialogue, I'm pretty sure. Although I cannot recall the actual dialogue now. Maybe not. So I think the chat poll was pretty even on Risk of Rain versus Imperator. Which one would you guys prefer?
I don't know. I defer to Alex.
I don't know. I don't know what Imperator is.
That's
It's
the
like-
Paradox
it's like
Grand
Crusader
Strategy
Kings,
game.
but worse.
Yeah. There is apparently controversy with it. I don't know I was sick when the game came out, so I never got around to playing it. And then when I over the past week, I've been going it'd be fun to do that on a stream and figure out what the fuck's going on with that game.
Wait, so it's controversial? Why?
I guess the gameplay is kind of bad or something. I don't know. I've kind of avoided reading up about it, sort of intentionally.
Oh, so it's not like it's racist or like...
I mean, it's quite possible
Whatever, I
that
don't
there is racist stuff in it, but yeah, no, I don't.
Well,
I don't think it's like
it's not or like
it's not like some kind of social gaffe kind of controversy. It's more like, oh, this is a Paradox game
Okay.
that's not good at launch again, which is kind of what Paradox does. Stellaris was pretty garbage at launch too. All right, let's do Imperator then, at least for a bit, and then we'll see if I'm still up for bugging Glitch to play Risk of Rain with me. So we'll take a quick 3 or 4 minute break here, and then we'll be back with Josh talks about the history of the breakup of Alexander the Great's empire and how incredibly horribly convoluted that is.
Ooh.
So we will be right back.